Yo, what's good, y'all? So I'm gonna show you how to meal prep in sub 30 minutes. Quick and easy, and we done. Let's get into it. First things first, I gotta put on the proper attire, you know, because we in the kitchen and you know we about to chef it up. So first things first, we're going to prep the oven. Prep it to 425. We're gonna prep that to 425, and as that is prepping, we're going to put the rice in here into the Instapot. Super easy, super fast. You can literally have your rice done within 7 minutes. Yes, I said 7 minutes in the Instapot. Super easy, super quick. Just watch. Bag of Calrose sushi rice. This bag is like, I think less than $20 at Costco. And it lasts us, probably like 2 months. For an average person, this will probably last them like 6 months. So I'm gonna take a cup, we're gonna do a 1-to-1. So I'm gonna have 3 cups. Actually, we'll do an extra cup. Do an extra cup. 4 cups of rice. Boom. If you guys have ever been around an Asian culture, you guys would know that you need to wash your rice. My wife is Vietnamese, and we do not ever cook our rice without washing it. So what I mean by washing it, just getting it in here, mixing it up. See, as the water is turning like a little foggy, that's how you know you're washing the rice. And maybe about 3 rinses, that fogginess will start to go away. So we'll speed it up here. Second rinse, usually around the 3rd or 4th rinse is usually pretty good. All right, so we got our 3rd rinse in. So now we're going to do 4 cups. I usually do 1-to-1. Some people do a little bit more, but honestly, I don't think that's, especially in the Instapot. Now we're going to put that in, close the lid, Blue's Clues. So boom, pressure, cook, 3, start. As that goes, it's gonna start warming up, and then once it hits 3 minutes, it's done. We're gonna hear a beep, and then we're going to kind of let it pressure cook for 5 minutes, which gives us 7 minutes of completion time. So while that's prepping and cooking, I'm going to start cutting up the chicken, prepping the chicken, cutting off the fat, putting it into the pan, and then putting it into the oven. So you got some aluminum foil here, like so, right? And then we're going to spray a little bit of avocado oil spray. So to be able to watch your calories, here is a fitness tip. Instead of actually using oil to be able to put on to the surface of the pan, use an oil spray, so that way you can kind of not be so heavy-handed, and it's a little bit lighter amount. Spraying this one, boom. All right, so now I got this 5-pound bag of chicken breast. Take this, dump it into this pan here, and we're just going to cut off the fat. And usually the fat, we don't let it go to waste, so we actually feed this to our dogs. Put this on the dog's food. As you can hear my dog like throwing up over there. French bulldogs are crazy. My dog, this dude is like the man of 1,000 sounds. This guy is an alarming system. Our dogs eat whole food too. If you guys want to go take a peep at his food, he has rice, chicken liver, chicken heart, chicken fat, some veggies in there, you know. Dogs gotta eat good too, you know. You gotta take care of your dogs, they'll live longer. And then from there, I'm going to slice it up and put it in those pans that we just prepped. Mind you, we're only 5 minutes in. We're only 5 minutes in, y'all. I'm telling you, 30-minute prep. You can add flavor to it, you can add seasonings to it. You just need to know what you're doing. And it can actually taste pretty good. I actually look forward to my meal preps. A lot of people be like, man, what are you gonna eat now that you're off a diet? And I'd be like, man, I'm gonna eat the same food that I'm eating this entire time. The reason why is because I enjoy it, bro. Like when you actually put some elbow grease into it, you put some thought into it, and you start getting creative like with the seasonings and everything and how you cook it, different ways, different methods, you know, making it crispy, crunchy, or maybe even shredded chicken, you know, things like that. You know, it starts to get a little bit more interesting. But you actually gotta want to actually learn how to start prepping, how to start doing these things, because if you don't care, if you don't try, then, you know, prep's gonna fucking suck. Prepping meals, losing weight is gonna fucking suck. And I truly mean this. Guys and girls, bros and broettes, You gotta be able to learn how to cook. Now girls, y'all don't really got an excuse. But to my fellas out there, y'all don't got an excuse either. I know that we weren't supposed to be in the kitchen, but honestly, if you a dude nowadays in 2024, you don't know how to prep your own food, I mean, I feel like something's wrong there. You need to learn. But we're almost done cutting up this chicken. Like I said, we're sub 10 minutes now. Oven's almost ready prepped. And all we gotta do is slap some seasoning on this and we're good to go. Chicken is sliced and diced, baby. You know what I'm saying? The chicken ninja. You feel me? So now we're gonna get into the seasonings. My guys and my girls, come here, come hither, come take a gander at my seasoning cabinet. So here, you can see one thing that stands out the most, and it's Kinders. I love Kinders. I also love Flavor God, but I haven't been messing with Flavor God too much recently, but Kinders is freaking fire. So today, I think we're gonna go with the caramelized onion butter, and then we're also going to go with the margarita mix. Margarita mix and that together mixed in with some crushed black pepper. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna go crushed black pepper. We're gonna go red pepper, crushed red pepper. A little bit of spice in there. So we got the margarita, we got the caramelized onion, we got the crushed red pepper. So I'm gonna sprinkle this on here before the transfer. Just to kind of give you a reason why I like Kinders. So it's low in sodium and 0 calories. Nice. Boom. And as you can see here too, you see how small it is? You fit it right in the pocket. That means you can take this with you if you travel somewhere, if you're going to a hotel, you're going abroad and you have your meals with you and you want to add a little bit of flavor to it, you can take this with you. Take this over to these pans. And the reason why I got two, I can fit it all into one, but to have it cook evenly, I got 2 pans. So that way the process is faster, like we said, because that's what we're going for right now. Going for a sub 30. Just gonna take some tongs here. Mix this around. And then from there, I'll toss these bad boys into the oven on that top rack. 20 minutes. Set that for 20 minutes. And while the rice is still prepping, the chicken is still prepping, so now we're gonna prep our vegetables. What we do with asparagus is that we don't want this purple part right here, right? So we wanna cut that part off. We can't technically eat that part. So we wanna cut off that part and the ends. So usually just come here, cut off the ends if there's any excess purple on any of these. I'm gonna cut those off. And what I like to do is that I'll chop these up into pieces, move those to the side. Chop these up into pieces, like so, right? We'll take these, we're gonna throw these into the compost because my wife, she has a garden in the back and she actually makes her own dirt out of our own scraps. So we take this, we put this in the compost, right? Boom, put that in the compost. Cast iron is very good, especially if you wanna add a little bit of flavor to your food, and it cooks it a little bit more thoroughly than a regular steel or iron skillet. Actually, well, that's an iron skillet. So a steel skillet or a metal skillet. Put these in there, all right? And this isn't all the veggies. I know it doesn't look like a lot. So just pre-warning, we got more vegetables on the way. These have already been soaked in baking soda to clean them because these are all organic vegetables that we get from the local farm at our local farmer's market. So there, gotta add that, then I'm gonna add some cucumbers into the mix. So a lot of dark greens is the goal. So here, boom, gonna cut the cucumber. So a cucumber is just a pickle without it sitting in some sodium-contained water, if you guys didn't know. I remember when I first found out that a cucumber was a pickle, I was like, no way. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we put that in there, boom, boom, boom. Whole lot of greens, whole lot of greens. All right, salt, pepper, garlic. Can throw that on there. Bada boom, bada bing. With a little bit of avocado spray on top. There it is. We're gonna mix that up. Rice. So the rice is done. We see it's at 7 minutes right now. It's actually cooked 2 minutes longer. We're releasing the pressure right now from the Instant Pot. Let that release. While that's releasing, come over here, check on my vegetables. They're looking ready. While that's cooking, we're gonna come here, check on the chicken. Chicken's looking good too. Pull this out. Chicken's looking good. Just gotta mix this up a little bit. Boom. The rice is done. Nice and soft. Cooked to perfection. Perfecto. Muy bueno. You know, very good. If y'all don't speak no Spanish. Storage. So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna prep for 3 days. That's it, just 3 days, right? So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use these containers here, and we're gonna prep 3 days worth of meals in these containers, and then we're gonna put the rest of it into these bigger containers. And I do it that way because, yeah, I could prep meals for 7 days worth, but then it's too hard to get the number exactly right. And then as well as, I don't like washing dishes. I don't know about you guys, but I hate washing dishes. That has to be one of my top pet peeves when it comes to being healthy, is that you gotta wash a lot of dishes and you gotta wash a lot of clothes. I'm just tired of washing things in general. So instead of doing a full 7 days of prepping, what I do is that I prep for 3 days of the meals, and then I put the rest away into these big containers here. But to be able to get that accurate, I don't use cups, because if you use cups, you're never going to get the accurate amount. And the reason why is because I'm about to show you guys. So right, you got 160 grams of rice, boom, boom, boom. So let's say I scoop a cup, what I consider a cup, right? Somebody might consider this a cup, right? Boom, that's 170 grams, right? And then somebody might consider this a cup. That's 314 grams. Look at the difference. And then somebody might consider this a cup. I'm gonna show one more example. Somebody might consider this a cup, right? They consider this a cup. It's 151. So as you can tell, there's no consistency there. So that's why it's very important for you to get a scale. So what we do here is that we're going to measure out 3 different containers for 3 different days of rice for 160 grams. 1 gram over, so we'll take some out. Boom, boom, 160. And gotta do the same thing with this next meal, but I'll see you guys with the vegetables.
I just like it.
Yeah, which is good. It doesn't work for everybody. You guys do not need to follow the same amount and portion sizes that I have here, because let me educate you really quick. One thing's for sure is that me and you are not the same. We do not have the same goals. We do not have the same lifestyle. We do not have the same time that we've been able to put into our bodies to develop our bodies to another stage, another level. So, you know, you always want to make sure that you are engaging with your body appropriately and creating a plan that's going to match your body. But I'm showing you guys a quick and easy way to be able to meal prep, so that way you guys can take this as an idea, not directly an instructional manual on what you should put into your plate, but as an idea of what you can. And the chicken is donezo. It is cooked and finished and ready to be transferred. Man, look at that. Cooked to perfection. So now, all we have to do is transfer this chicken onto this bed of rice. So we are doing 6 ounces per container. All right. Like I said to you guys, do not do the same amounts as me, because we are not the same. And I don't mean that to be undermining, but it is what it is. Boom, look at that, 6 ounces. 6 ounces is roughly around 50 grams of protein. But just like that, I'm gonna lace the rest of these up with chicken. Let me go be right back. Toilet when I saw it, and I was like, what? No way. Well, it's a wrap, y'all. So we did it. Sub 30 minutes, meal prep. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna need a little bit of time. I gotta finish this meal, and I gotta go. So see you guys on the next one.